Hello, Jamie from the future here. Just letting you know what this video contains. It's a little bit of this. And then next turn we're just going to Perfume Femur and win. And a little pinch of that. His Nico Robin can't attack. I'm sure he's very upset about that. And finally, a heat ton of the following. Yeah, he gives up, which is understandable. If you like it, hit a like. If you want to see more, subscribe. We're going to jump into the video right about now. Enjoy. Hello everybody, welcome to another episode from TCG 353. I'm Jamie. Today we're playing Jinbe, who is a blue Seven Warlords of the Sea leader. In the OP15 meta, he has a positive spread up against Lucy and goes wide in his board, which is one of the ways to beat Purple and L. One of the ways, maybe the only way. Can we ever beat Purple and L? Find out soon. We're running some interesting tech cards today with our blue Jinbe, and we're running a variation that I've created to take advantage of this tech and also to benefit from some removal options that I think are useful in this meta. Cavendish being when attacking, it's nice to bounce that back to hand, which we have. We also have some grab blades action, we have unblockables, we have swarm, we have big swings and draw, lots of draw, and we have big boss bodies, which is excellent for this deck. Really fun deck, really cool deck, and I think a definite contender for your locals. Maybe won't be winning the world championship of the world tournament of the world, but it's a lot of fun to play. Let's play some games. Let me show you off the deck profile right now. Here we are. Here's our deck. We got Shoe up here. Let's just look up Fish. Our leader ability, let's talk about it quickly, is you may trash one card from your hand, give up to 2 rested band cards to one of your Fishman or Merfolk type leader or character cards. This allows you to, on average, swing 2 times every turn from turn 2 if you can get a Fishman out. Our deck is a lot of Fishmen in there, so that won't ever be a problem at all. The composition of our deck is essentially 50-50 Fishman, Seven Warlords of the Sea. Our searchers are universal, or rather our searchers are very useful for the deck as well because they can search out Fishmen and Seven Warlords. The Erlang is not Jinbe specific, but essentially it is, since Jinbe is the only Fishman with a blue colouring. If your leader has the Fishman type, look at 4 cards from the top of your deck and reveal up to 1 card with a cost of 2 or more. Pretty much their whole deck you're searching there, which is an excellent searcher. And we have Sengoku, who searches top 5 for a 7 Warlords. We run a lot of 7 Warlords, so we'll find them. The deck is sort of bricky. I think we're running about 12 to 14, but with our leader ability, we can trash them for to swing big. So this deck can run bricky, which is fine. Some core cards, some strong cards that I think are worth mentioning are Aladdin. Play up to 1 Fishman or Merfolk type with a cost of 3 or less from your hand, and on KO draw 1 card. Our targets for this are our strongest Fishmen, pretty much. We got your Erlang, you got your Chu, you got Namul, and you have Watatsumi as well. Big swingers, you're going to be swinging 5 with them, and this replaces, and this reorganizes your this filters out your hand, and you can bottom deck or top deck things, which is very useful for this deck, for reasons like Fisher Tiger, for example. Watatsumi, very strong swinger, and it's a handy 2k, very good card in this deck. We have the Jinbe package of 7 Warlords, and we're running a lot of 4-cost 7 Warlords. We have our Weevil, we have our Boa Hancock blocker, but most of all, and the best one of the bunch for this build, is Trafalgar Law, which returns one of your characters to our hand. And since our leader is 7 Warlords, return up 1 card with a cost of 4 or less to the owner's hand. This can be used aggressively and defensively. A lot of the times you'll use it defensively. For example, if you swarm with Aladdin into Watatsumi, you can bounce a 1 cost. If you have one of these out already, then you can bounce this back to hand and get the value off it again later on, or use it as counter, and you could bounce, say, a Watatsumi back after swinging with it to get a 2k counter back in hand, and you establish a 5k body. So it's essentially like a draw 1 like sort of flex pick to use to control the board, and I think board control is very useful in this meta. The cool tech option that I mentioned in the intro is none other than Shakuyaku, the woman that made the Roger Pirates goon hard. And everyone in the Grand Line at one given time. We're only using one Shaku Yaku because there is only one. You know, we're only using one Shaku Yaku because we're interested in this effect, which is when attacker leads play from one of your effects. If your opponent has 5 or more cards in hand, they place 1 card from their hand on the bottom of the deck, and you rest his character. We are interested in this effect. It's very good, and it allows us to be more aggressive. However, we're not building our entire deck around removal. It's just one of the ways we can be more aggressive. So we're only running one of at the moment. This can change, and you can change up some of the ratios if you'd so like. 6 cost Robin, very strong card, freeze 1, and you bounce a character back, which allows you to get your Shaku Yaku off. It also you will have 1 costs on the field anyway, so bouncing them or bottom decking him is easy, and you can bottom deck opponent Rebecca's, for example. Very strong cards. You can bottom deck N L cards also. Fisher Tiger, excellent. Jinbe, you can read the effect here. Basically, it's rush with leader ability, and if you rest 2 Dons, so if you want it to be a 10k rush, you draw 2 cards also. Very good for leader ability. 2 Perfume Femurs to get the unblockable, and a Gravity Blade, Raging Tiger, because the control off it is good. It's just a useful card to have, and with leader ability, we can trash things if we don't want them. That's the deck. That's the idea. Let's see if the ideas work in actuality. Jinbe is a very cool leader. The games I've played have been enjoyable. Different matchups, you play differently. Sometimes you starve, sometimes you pure control, and sometimes you just gas no breaks, run at him. Fish, barracuda, cod, all the fish. And it's fun. Whichever type of game you end up playing, it is a lot of fun. It's a competitive deck. I hope I get to show that off through the games we're about to play. Before we jump into the games, I'd just like to say thanks for watching. Some of you guys have subscribed. That's so cool. Thanks so much. In the comments, if we're talking, I really appreciate the back and forth, and the likes that you've given so far have been really great to receive, and to know that I'm doing something at least that you like. And that's the main thing for me. I like doing this a lot. So when you give me thumbs up, it affirms me. So let's get into games now. Let's stop talking. Let's start playing. Alright, here we go. Up against Lucy, one of the better decks in the meta. We're going second. I'm going to keep this hand because it is very nice. Actually, very, very nice. Because we can draw and we can search, and we also have Watatsumi. It'd be nice if we'd be able to... Yeah, this is a nice card. We're hoping for an Aladdin. We don't get it. We might just pull for the 2k, or we will look for another law. Because we'll be able to activate the Shaku Yaku effect later on, which is pretty useful. And we'll end turn here. Next turn, we'll swing 5, and we'll bounce both of these cards back to hand with our law. That's what we're going to do. Pretty cool effect. Take this swing, draw into a Weevil. It'd be nice to top deck a Jinbe, but I mean, we're going to be searching with these guys anyway, so it doesn't matter too much to us. Yeah, doesn't matter too much to us at all. Yeah, I think it's a solid play to make, to be honest. And swing the 5 here. Yeah, I can't see him countering. Oh, maybe he will counter. What am I saying? But I know when I play Lucy, I like to take that first life to get the extra draw. I don't know what this guy's thinking. He might not. If I sequenced it different, he would have, which is a shame. But he takes, nice. Okay, and now we have 9 cards in hand, equaling or rivaling to Lucy, which is rare because Lucy just gathers cards for fun, just hoards them. Yeah, best play now next turn will probably be just establishing the Shaku might be nice, and playing one of these out. So no, I bet he's going to use Cavendish, or use that event that gives him Cavendish, however that works. No, okay, we're going searching on the deck. Any boo burst or buff boo bursts? Yeah. Okay, interesting from our opponent there. We could just draw a bunch this turn and swing 7. I think that's what we absolutely are going to do. We pick up our big Jinbe, which is huge to get in this matchup. We're just going to start bouncing bouncing these Sabos back to hand. Okay, yeah, they can use abilities, or they can use whatever they're called for free. That's fine. They can use events for free, whatever. We're in the business of running at them with all we have, and that's exactly what we're going to do. Play out this to draw another. So we played out 3 bodies that turn, and we kept their hand size, which is absolutely so strong. We kind of want to toss a brick now, which we don't have any. It's a good thing for the deck, I guess. Well, Jinbe is a brick, but no way are we going to toss that. Yeah, we can get rid of one of these laws. Give 2 to leader and swing 7. Now we'd like to pull into that 6 cost. 6 cost Boa to be able to drop that Rebecca. He has some options to make, but I don't think there's much of a choice. You take this always. Gets a search off, pulls into Sabo. All right, which is to be expected, you know. Okay. So we could allow the Jinbe to just be rush. But I don't think it's actually that worth it if we do it like that. So what we're going to do instead is just give him a counter, yep. Just give him a counter. And probably put down a blocker as well. Yes, sir. Our hand is so huge, I don't see us using a Fisher, and we have 4 copies in it, so we might pull into it anyway. Alright, options. Swing, maybe, like, we'd use 5 cards if we wanted to swing 7, like a bunch of 7s. But I mean, our hand size is huge. So let's poke with 5. That's with owner's hand. We kind of don't want to give him the Rebecca search again. We don't want to give him a 2k either. Okay. Yeah, alright, we'll Fisher Tiger here. And what we're going to start doing is just swinging big swings. We want to get rid of 6 cards from hand here. So we're going to swing a lot. Swing a lot. Pass bricks first. We go to you. And we can swing 4 more big swings. 4, 7 here, 9. We can go 7 and 9. Or 7 and 7. 7 and 7, I think. He's going to want to take 1 at least. If he blocks out with this, I might just... so he gets a free block here, so it's kind of not worth my time now to swing with this guy. Unless I still need to trash a bunch, so let's do that. Trash you. Give you here. Trash you. Which one will we get rid of next? You, give you here. So now we're on 7 down and 9 down here. Okay. And look, that is unfortunate. I think I flew too close to the sun with that play, because now we have to trash 3 cards from hand, which we just don't want to do at all. We'll trash our search, we'll trash our Aladdin, and we'll trash 2k as well. I mean, next turn we're going to rush Jinbe. It depends what he wants to do here. He might want to swing into the Chew. We have established a bigger body as well, which is nice. And next turn we'll draw 2 with our Jinbe, and we'll bounce this back to hand, which will be a brick in hand, is nice. He doesn't draw off this, but he gets a minus 8k. He could remove this if he'd like to. But I mean, he's very low on cards then. Yeah, he removes it. He's very low on cards. Swings 3 here. We're absolutely taking that. Or we're absolutely blocking out of that. We don't really need the Jinbe at the moment, because we'd love for him to swing 8 into us. He's thinking about it. Yep, perfect. Okay, now we could do some law shenanigans, bounce this back, but just the aggro with Jinbe is much smarter to go for here. Bounce this back to hand. Yes, and we will start swinging. We'll trash you. Gives you 5k. Yeah, 5, 7, 10. That's what we'll go for. But we are hoping that he blocks. He gets a free block out, because we'll trash a bunch of cards and attach it to it. Yeah, we are going to swing here. 7. If he takes this hit, then we're just going to swing life again, because that's a smarter thing to do in this situation. Yeah, I want to keep this Gravity Blade in hand, because I think it could be useful towards the end. We're swinging 7. He really shouldn't block out. He should take this, yeah. And we'll attack here. There's no point in attacking with the Sabo, into the Sabo, because he'll block just like he did there. And now we will pass turn. We got 5k counter and got a Grav Blade. The Grav Blade could come in useful if he decides to do set up some Rebecca blockers. Alright, he can Fire Fist. Yeah, he can get rid of my Jinbe now with Fire Fist, which is pretty decent. And the board has now turned in his favour, unfortunately. Swings 2 into it, yeah, he can have it. We'd like an epic top deck here. That would be great for us. The Jinbe. Could want to starve us, which I'd understand, but I mean, he should swing. He's got control, and he's got a nice old blocker on board as well. Oh, maybe he shouldn't have swung. Maybe he shouldn't have swung. Use card action, draw 2, choose target, bounce you back. Now, what will we want to do here? We'll absolutely survive crackback, so I think the move is, yeah, swing big with lead into this, so we'll trash 3 cards. The reason is, I'll tell you why. Because he can minus 3k with that event into Jinbe, but he can't into leader, and also his leader ability doesn't work for characters. So, you know, big brain plays here. Having this is really useful, because we can bounce back Rebecca, so we'll do that. And we'll, you know what, we'll just go again. Yeah, we can't really lose next turn as well. Okay. So I don't see him having this counter here. He can 2k with leader, and then he'll have to have a 2k now. Okay. He has it. That's fine. Gave us a lot of counter there. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to swing into lead, and then next turn we're just going to Perfume Femur and win, hopefully. Oh no, doesn't have it. And swing 10 into lead. He can use 2 of those leader abilities if he wants the 3-3. No, and we have the win here now. He can split, but he can't win. He can go like 4-4 swing. Yeah, no, I think we have this game pretty locked in. Bouncing Sabo's back to hand, it seems counterintuitive, right? Like you're bouncing it back to hand so we can get a lot of value, but you're slowly draining his resources that way. Minus his 3k on it. He'll probably do it again. It doesn't matter actually, it really doesn't. Really doesn't matter to us. Like we're gonna swing 15 unblockable. Maybe 17 unblockable next turn, like he can't. You have to have all 2Ks. No, even then it won't work. And if he trashes some events, we're laughing as well. Like we could protect that, swing 10, see him block, and then unblockable. But I think I just want to show you guys this rather. $17k unblockable to finish. Good game. GG. That was pretty nice, right? Maybe when that Fisher Tiger play came on, you were worrying, were you? You thought, no, he's not going to get it. It was just a game of control, really. Bouncing back those Sabos and being aggressive with them was good, and also having the matchup knowledge of knowing that he's not going to be able to protect his Sabo. And he wasn't. He must have drawn into 2Ks. I'd say his hand was very bricky. Which Sabo's often is when he's trying to protect his character. So, look, we'll talk about it no more. That was a good game. Good game from our opponent. Good game from us. We'll go into the next one now. Yo! What's up? We are playing. Go second, just please. How's our hand looking? It's alright. We do have a freeze, but freeze isn't altogether important against this deck. I think it has removal protection as well, but how will it look? It'll look like mulligan because we want the fish supremacy. Alright, get a searcher. GG to our opponent. He's in trouble. Take a Jinbe and pass turn. I think this Red Rock is going to be, or this Gravity Blade is going to be really useful in this matchup if he doesn't get down. Protection, removal protection. As we could take out, we can bottom deck his double attack Luffy, and we can bottom deck Sanji in one turn, which is very strong. Very, very strong. Okay, he's got the removal protection. Yikes. Take this. Thank you very much. We're not going to be bouncing anything back to our opponent's hand. Put this down, draw a card, and then we will swing 8. He can leader ability in 2k if he'd like to. That's fine. And we'll pass turn. How are we looking? We got 5k counter in hand. Some pretty decent turns coming up. We really don't want to see him use this. Yeah, we want that gone. And I'm trying to think on how we can do it. We'd have to remove 2 things in one turn. Yeah, but look, check this out though. He might not rest it on for this, but I mean, it is, yeah, okay, he doesn't. I also didn't remove his Straw Hat Crew, so I didn't give him the opportunity to, which I should have got rid of this. Mistakes were made. I'm swing 5 here. I kind of like my hand size, to be honest, but I will just because. 2 here, swing 5. Might give us a counter. Would like a counter. He gives it. His Nico Robin can't attack. I'm sure he's very upset about that. Swing 6 into you. Yeah, have it. You're welcome. And sets 2 Don as active. So the dream here, the absolute dream, is he gives us 2 of the Don. Nah, we were really hoping for that. No. All right. What can we do? What can we do? I do think Law is the move. Law on a 9k swing. Bounce you back to hand. Choose 0 targets. We'll get you. You rest your Don, and we'll play out our search. We'll search out a. Oh, we whiffed. No. So we get a nice old whiff there. Attach 7, trash 1. We'll trash our Shaku because I really don't see us getting off a bit of removal this game. We have enough to freeze this Luffy next turn, which is very strong. Just depends how big he swings. Wow. Whoa. This guy's going nuts. Yeah, if he swings big, I don't know what will happen actually. Yeah, it's hard to tell. But it seems like getting this Robin off the field is just not very likely. Once per turn. Okay. So no, we still can't. No, we don't have any active main or anything. Yeah, he's got 5 down as well. Alright. Set up 2 blockers for next turn. That'll give us a 7k leader swing, which is nice. He has no blockers himself. So we'll swing 9 into this Usopp. No, can we take crap? Yeah, I think we can actually take. We can swing here, and it's fine. Okay. Down on the counter. 5 and 9. 2 blockers. Yeah, let's see what we have coming up to us. Yeah, blockers aren't a problem, so we'll probably bottom deck this here. Just doesn't really help us all that much. And we'll play you. What do we have coming up to us? So we just want a pull counter, to be honest. We'll give that to you. Swing 7. Okay. We got 10. So we have 2 blockers, 1 life. He has, realistically, he has 5, like he has 6 swings if he wanted to do it like that. 3k counter, 1 life, 2 blocks. Depends what he wants to. Okay. Yeah, that was nice, to be fair. And he plays that out, replaces the Robin eventually, just at the time we don't want to see it replaced. 7k. Yeah, I mean, what do you want from us here, buddy? The Robin won him the game. Yeah, I mean, like, we could have just did so well. Or sorry, could counter out of 7, counter out of blocking 8, 9. Yeah, actually we would have won if he didn't have the Nami. Alright, we'll run a quick game there because that was fast. So let's get into it now. Let's go! We're coming up against God Usopp. All hail the God, all hail. Love this deck. A few different variations that I've had my eyes on. I don't know what our opponent is going to be playing regarding it. We'll keep this because we have a draw in hand. We'll also be able to play, other than Jinbe, yeah, we'll also be playing Jinbe into Boa next turn, which is quite strong. And yeah, there's variations of Usopp I've been seeing around that are very cool to look at. I'm curious what our opponent here is playing. Of course, it's going to be Dressrosa. Okay. Dressrosa pulls his Kurita Coliseum off first, which is good for our opponent. Draw into this, and we're not swinging. So, pass turn to you, my friend. Having this Perfume Femur is very useful. We're going to keep that for the game because Usopp goes heavy on blockers. Wow, lots of Jinbes. Lots and lots of Jinbes. Yeah, I think it's smart to swing 5 here. If our opponent takes, we'll swing 7 next. If he doesn't, we'll swing 5. Yeah, okay. Could have swung 6, but I mean, it was a 2k, so what's the difference really? They're placed on top. Oh, that's nice. Oh, we can't rearrange. Oh, okay, in any order, yeah. Pulling into this next turn is actually quite nice. And with our Fisher Tiger, we're going to actually get all these. If we want to use it, that is. I'm not sure if we do, to be honest. Yeah, we'll actually pass. I'd rather just go aggressive next turn. Because his... Okay, takes it blocker maybe? Jinbe, alright. Should have been the blocker. And we don't have a 2k to give him, but we have this and that. Yeah, it should have been the blocker, in my opinion. Oh, he has Kurita Coliseum. Alright, cool. Well, we're still going to be giving him that, because Fisher Tiger is going to go boom boom next turn. Cost 6, yeah. High chance he'll play Rebecca next turn and hopefully into something 4-drop. That would be cool. Swings into Zoro 6. Could give his counter. If he probably wants to take the draw, I'd take the draw if I was playing a Usopp here. But I mean, we're going to swing big for the next 2, so. And we're swinging life next 2 as well. I don't care about this Zoro anymore. Okay, cool. And we get our 2Ks that we saw earlier. We're going to trash 2 of these as well. Swing 5 at lead. And we'll trash 2 of these. Trash you. And trash you. Swing 7. End turn. Yeah, we'd be guessing there's going to be Swarm coming here now. Either a... Okay, no. Okay, so he doesn't really have options. Next turn he can go Rebecca Boom Boom. But for the moment, he doesn't have that. Solve attack. Swing 6 here. We'll give him... Give him a 2k. Alright, and he can... Yeah. Cool, okay. We're going to be... get rid of both of these. 100%. They're just going to disappear. Very nice. Swing 7. You know what? We'll just swing 6 here to start. We don't want to trash cards actually. And we'll swing 8 then, or 7. You can block, gets a draw. We're in a much stronger position than he is. This is where he kind of comes into his game now, but for us, okay, and he bounces the 2k counter back. Yeah, we don't have counter for that. I don't know why I was why I was looking. We're gonna bounce this back to hand as well. Take this. This law doesn't do anything because of Usopp's ability, which is fine. We could normally bounce this Kairos back, but we can't. But we'll probably be able to swing into it, I'll be honest. 10 Dawn, use card action, draw 2. Choose 0 targets. Yeah, bounce this back to hand. And we're going to swing into it. Yep, swing into it. We'll trash this, and we'll trash this. Swing 9. We could go 11 and 12 and really ask for counter. Yeah, that's what I want to do. Of life. He has to have 4 2Ks, which is kind of hard for any deck, really. And what we're hoping here next turn now is that like 10 cards is a lot in all fairness, but I mean we are going to Perfume Femur. That's just for sure. Wow. Yeah, we have counter for that, so we're going to take that. Yeah. Okay. Like we don't have to use the Perfume Femur anymore. We can just swing 9 and freeze this. Yeah, he gives up, which is understandable. Very strong games from Jinbe. Let's talk about the deck now, because those games were pretty good. All right, thoughts on the deck. What are we saying? Do we like it? Do we love it? Do we think it's absolutely fantastic? Yes to all of those. There's a few items of the deck that could change, in all fairness, like maybe they're not so fantastic. Some examples, Namul didn't really come up all that much, but it's handy fodder for Aladdin. We also have this Shakuyaku, who I thought was going to be awesome, but I mean, maybe it's just the curve that it's on. Like, you'd rather play out your 4-cost Jinbe into another 7 Warlords for 8 Don value on a 5 Don turn even, rather than a Shakuyaku and set that up. But if you did set it up, it would be good for the game. So it's handy to have one of, and I think I'd stick with the one of it because it is situational. The Gravity Blade Raging Tiger nearly came up and was nearly so useful. It just wasn't. It came up in the last game against Usopp, and it won us the game 100%. If that opponent had a Cavendish on board and had a Zoro, we would have taken so many more swings. We wouldn't have been in anywhere in an air as dominant position as what we were. The ability to bounce your searchers and your draw cards, your cheap draw cards, back to your hand with Law is hugely beneficial with Jinbe. Keeps your card size massive. You're not afraid of puddings anymore, getting rid of your hand size. Just fantastic, so useful. And you can pair it with this Jinbe, obviously, to get so much more value. This Big Boss Jinbe is so good. So good. Draws 2 cards on a 10 on turn, and you bounce a 7 cost, which is so useful for Lucy. We have this Boa Hancock as well, which is like great on curve, and I think is a very good card in the deck. Fisher Tiger is excellent as well, and I like the 4-drop of it because it's always useful. It really is, even to finish off games. It's just very useful. I just, as you saw in one of the games, I Fisher Tigered too close to the sun and wasn't able to actually get the maximum value. I had to trash 3 cards at the end, which probably wasn't worth it, but I filtered out my hand so you can look at it both ways. Didn't feel like we were struggling for 2Ks because opponents swing into your board much more often than they swing into you, so you're not altogether too defensive. You're just so aggressive with your swings. Perfume Femur, we mostly always had one in hand, so I think two of us fine. With the Seven Warlords once, what can you do? You know, the deck isn't entirely Seven Warlords, so it would make sense you'd whiff sometimes, but it only happened once, which is fine. The matchup spread, we beat Lucy comfortably, I think. We beat Usopp comfortably, and our first game was against... I can't recall now, because I'm just on the grind. But it was a good game, I'm sure. Maybe we lost, actually, now that I think about it. But it was close. I think it was 0-0 towards the end in life. Yeah, it was against Luffy, yeah. If they didn't pull into the Robin at the start and play that out, then we would have won 100%. The Gravity Blade would have bottom decked 2 of their double attacks, and we would have been able to swing into the board more effectively. So you know, anti-removal is kind of hurts this variation in the deck, but it still has such aggression that we were able to get our opponent down all the same. Thanks very much for watching. I hope you like this deck. This was very fun to play. Jinbe is a cool leader. I think his matchups are better in OP15 than they were in OP14. The decks that were more difficult for it, like the emus, don't really come up all too often anymore. And decks that are good, that it's good into, like Purple L and Lucy, as you saw, like they're pretty much meta now, so it's useful to have. The combination of Seven Warlords and Fishman is very interesting as well, and I think there's very good synergies there. All in all, fantastic deck. Lots of fun playing it as well, which is important, I think. Especially for an aggro deck, you just want to go again and again and again and again, and that's what Jinbe can do. Jinbe is a very good deck in this meta. Hope you enjoyed watching it, and if you did, don't be afraid of pressing the like button. It's not all that scary. You just click it and it's done. If you'd like to subscribe and see more, that's okay with me. That's fine. I wouldn't mind if you want to. If you don't, that's okay too. Hope you enjoyed watching. If you made it to the end, thank you very much, and all the best. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.